Hi, and welcome back to my own Utopia. I am Kayleena, and today I am going to do a vlog. So it's going to be a weekend vlog where I'm going to talk to you beautiful people about what's going to be coming up in the week ahead and everything else like that. Sorry for all the clothes, as you can tell. But we have a lot happening and everything else like that. So before we get into it, let's go ahead and cut into the intro. So welcome back, you guys. I'm so excited that you have decided to join me back here today. So let's go ahead and take care of semantics, and then I'll go sit down and I'll just tell you guys about what happened this morning. And we have some wonderful news to go ahead and let you guys know. Yay! So please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, little bell for all for notifications. If you like content like this, then please head on over to my Facebook group and my Instagram. Everything will be linked down below. If you're wondering why in the world I'm always looking over to the side, it's because I have 3 wonderful boys. My oldest one is 9, my middle is 6, and my youngest is 3 years old. We have some medical issues and some special needs happening, and honestly the only way you guys are going to be able to hear me or me be able to do anything that is like this is during nap time. So I have them right here on the monitor during nap time. So we have a lot that's about to happen this week. A lot that is about to happen. So we have a MRI that's going to be happening at the end of the week. We have doctor's appointments. We have, oh my goodness, we have St. Patrick's. We have a 72-hour EEG or a 36-hour EEG. I don't know which one it is. But it's cute. I cannot believe I can actually wear it again. Anyways, just want to show that real quick. This is going to be a vlog about this weekend. So I'm going to show you a little bit about this weekend, what I'm doing, everything else like that. Now, story time. I had to take Mello to the vet. For those of you that were following me and was on one of my lives where I was talking about my nephew slash son, because that's what he is. He's my nephew, and I've adopted him as my son. He's 20 years old. He found this dog on the side of the street, give or take about a year ago. And he's taken it in. He left it over at this woman's house, saying he didn't abandon it and that he was always there to take care of it, gave it money. I don't know the story. I just know his story. I just don't know what her story is or what the truth is, because there's always 3 sides of the story. So she gave the dog away, unbeknownst to him. He gets the dog back because the owner that purchased him basically took him back to her. She took him and asked if he would like to take him again. He said yes, but he had nowhere to take the dog. So he tried my mother, and she said nope. And I completely and utterly understand her insurance will say no to these types of dogs. I said this was like back when we were having like the major freezes where we were dropping down to negatives outside, and he wouldn't survive. There was no way. Not even with shelter or whatever, he wouldn't have survived. There's no way. So I was like, screw it, bring him on over here. Long story short, he ended up abandoning the dog. It's a fly. He ended up abandoning the dog. And in my opinion, you can support and love and be there for a dog without financially supporting a dog. You can do things around the house to be able to pay for the keep of the dog, or at least be there to walk the dog, do all the essential things that a normal owner does. He chose not to, basically. So he abandoned. We gave him one last chance. Hey, look, dude, you come over today, tomorrow, start getting it under control, or he's gone. He's no longer yours. He literally told us no. So he's ours. So anyways, we took him to the vet today because we don't know how old he is. We don't know if he's had his shots. We don't know if he's been dewormed. We don't know if he's got heartworm. We don't know nothing about this dog. So, except for he does beautifully with my boys. He does so well with my boys. He does so well with my other animals. even my 17-year-old blind, deaf dog, yeah, she's black too, she's turning gray. Anyways, she's blind and she's deaf, and yet she's still alpha. That says a lot to me in my heart when a dog still allows an elderly dog to still be dominant. And she's still going through, she's senile now, and yet he's still allowing her to be alpha. That says a lot to me. That's a golden keeper there. So took him to the vet. I wanted to be by myself. I didn't want any distractions or anything else like that because I didn't know how he was going to react. I had zero clue. The only thing I know is that he's shown zero aggression to people, zero aggression towards animals, zero aggression towards anything or anyone. And I'm just like, just in case. So I take him in there, and it ended up just being like a big old play date for him. He had fun playing with other dogs. He had fun sniffing on other kitties. He had fun running from people and just giving loves to everybody. Like, it was a full-blown play date for him. He had an absolute blast. I had an absolute blast. My anxiety level went from woo to all the way down to 0 because I no longer needed to have the fear anymore that he was going to be a-okay and there was no issue at hand. Oh, it warmed my little heart. So the vet basically took his blood, and I'm sitting here going, oh crap, let's prepare ourselves because we don't know what's going to occur. And because I needed to know, does he have heartworms or not, especially being this young. So I grabbed his little collar and his little face. I'm like, okay now. And I was prepared to move back, forward, whatever I needed to do, because I've had big dogs before and they've reacted. He didn't react. He was just like, are you done yet? Can you let go of me now? Just like, okay. Even the vet's like, wow. He even gave him his shot in his little tushy, and he was just like, you done? Can I get down now? I'm done. So the great thing is that he has 0 heartworms. He aced the test of temperaments. He aced the test to be around other people, pregnant women, dogs, cats, everything you can think of. Like, he is perfect. And I could not ask for a better boy. Even the vet was just like, you hit the jackpot with this dog. And I'm like, someone else was even asking. She was like, well, are you looking for someone to take him? I was like, no, we've decided to keep him for ourselves. She's like, oh. She got all sad and everything, and I was just like, you wanted him. It ain't happening. But it made me feel good that someone actually wanted him enough to actually ask. So it made me feel good that someone actually wanted him. But it's official. He is now officially in our name. He is officially documented under our household, and he is our responsibility 100%. Rabies shots, deworming, everything else like that. He is perfect. Now, his age. I know everyone's like, how old is he? And I never knew. I had 0 clue, and the vet's like, looking at his teeth, looking at his body frame, everything else like that. He's like, he's 2-3 years old. Like, seriously? Yeah, he is 2 or 3 years old. So our little baby chocolate lab, or not lab, but our little chocolate pit bull, our little nanny puppy, is not a puppy. He is a full-grown adult, and he now officially belongs to us. I am so proud and so happy to be able to honestly sit there and say that. The boys are happy to say that he's not going anywhere and that he's with us forever and ever and ever. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys around. I'm going to take y'all inside, set it up, and do a fast forward. Basically, I have to sit down and not sit down. I'm going to be standing up the whole time. I have to write out what we're doing for the rest of the week, what therapies, doctor's appointments, procedures that's happening, because we got procedures happening this week as well, haircuts happening this week as well. I have to write all that down, and then in their schooling I have to write down what each child is doing with their schoolwork, and I have to print everything out to get it prepped and prepared, labeled with their name, and labeled with everything. So let's go ahead. What are you doing? Yeah, don't be boy. Oh, yeah. Hi, my beautiful people. So I am so sorry I did not get to record on Monday or Sunday, and the reason why is because poor little Gear accidentally got his eyeball got scratched. He's doing okay, a lot better today. I am so proud of my big boy. But basically, Saturday morning he woke up. Mr. Miller jumped into the bed and he was laying on his little back, getting his little tummy wummy scrubbed by Gear. And I thought, okay, everything's okay, no big deal. I can turn around and give the cuteness some kisses and say good morning. And as soon as I turned around, I heard out a scream. Come to find out, as soon as I turned around, Garrett stopped scratching his tummy. Mello like rolled over and tried to get up, and because his little long arms and everything, when he did, he went towards him, and so his claws and Gear's face did not coordinate properly, and because they did not coordinate properly, they ended up clashing, and unfortunately Mello did actually scratch his little eyeball. So I turned off the light. He was able to open his little eyeball for a few seconds. He said it hurt, and I was like, okay, it's your choice. We can sit here and we can wait it out, and it's going to get better after a couple of days, or we can go up to the ER and they go ahead and numb you up and give you antibiotics and everything else like that. It's totally up to you, because in my opinion it was barely a scratch, and I come to find out it was like barely a scratch wound, but because of where it was at, that's why it continuously got worse. It's like right over his pupil. But he was such a big boy. He went up there, he let them do what they needed to do to him. He found out that it's right over his little like pupil, and it's not that big, and they said it's not that deep, it's barely touched, thank goodness. But there's no concern, no worries, no nothing. But because of that, he got baby big time for 2 whole days. And I just said Monday, because today's Tuesday, Monday I was like, okay, I'm going to go up to Goodwill, because they have like the color of the week is $1.25. I was like, woo! Let's see if I can go find myself some pants and some capris, or maybe shorts that I haven't worn in, I don't know, many years. So I went up there and I did score. Woohoo! But I needed that moment before the calm before the storm, because the storm's literally about to it's going to start happening tomorrow for me. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do my video, what you're working on, or update Wednesday and everything else like that. I'm going to probably edit this today, upload it today, and then do, while the boys are asleep, do the what you working on, or update Wednesday and everything else like that. And I'm going to put that video up so you guys have something for this week And then that way, next week when life is really chaotic, when we're doing the EEG and everything else like that, then I'm going to do the what you're working on Wednesday, and that way I can have an easier video to do and have some type of content for you beautiful people while I am sitting up in the hospital for several days in a row. So, with my little cutest. So that's basically what I did. I kind of wanted a little more to show you guys, but unfortunately, life happens. It's fine. It is no big deal. I'm going to probably do a little bit of vlogging of Keegan going to go see the tooth doctor for the first time. Let's see. We have that. We have OT, PT, speech Thursday. And then the MRI is happening on Friday. So, wish me luck. And thank you guys for coming and joining and following me. And I want to say a huge big thank you. I will be doing an individual video of saying thank you to all of the wonderful individuals that is shouting me out and trying to help me get my hours and everything else like that. You guys, y'all are doing fabulous work. And I want to say a huge big thank you for helping me out and everything else like that. And I hope y'all have a great day. Blessed be.